Welcome to Guru Trader video for Monday, July the 12th, 2010. Here's the 5 market movers that we're following today. 3 new symbols, 2 follow-ups. On the Toronto Stock Exchange Venture, new symbol, CAN, Canaco Resources Inc., $1.08 up 15. Following up on CCY Catalyst Copper Corp, 14 cents up 3. On the Toronto Stock Exchange, following up on UUU Uranium One Inc., 286 up 9. New symbol NUS Nautilus Minerals Inc. 246 up 17. And lastly, also on the Toronto Stock Exchange, new symbol VG Gold Corp 35 cents up 5.5. Let's take a closer look. Alright, just to comment on the markets here. This is the Dow, closed at about 10,200 on Friday, so held above that 10,096, 10,100 level. A few videos ago, you'll see back June 24th was our last video, and I think 1 or 2 videos before that I mentioned the various Fibonacci retracement levels on the markets here. We didn't like the market. We wouldn't be putting out videos regularly because just technically everything looked like it was going to sell off, and sure enough it did. The Dow 23.6% retracement level we identified as 10,128. It failed that level, and if it broke 9,800 it was supposed to go to the 94.33 level, which would be the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level on the Dow. It didn't go to 94.33. It actually held it around 9,600. So we've moved up back through the 10.1 level, and if we can, I basically made a call here today. I tweeted that if we can close at or above 10,400 on the Dow this Friday, then risk on. We'll basically be bullish on the short-term trading for the rest of the summer, probably, barring any major upset in the earnings that are coming out right now, or any catastrophic news coming out of Europe, regarding any other country failing, like Greece did, for example. Anyway, go back to those videos and you'll see all the various 23, 38.2, 50, 61.8% retracement levels on the Dow, the S&P 500, and the Nasdaq, if you're interested. So anyway, if we close above 10.4, we may be putting out more videos, but the tape's going to tell us each day. If we can find 5 to 7 stocks, we'll tweet them. Anyway, moving on, the first stock, CAN on the Venture Exchange, Canaco Resources. This one's popped up several times over the last few weeks since our June 24th video, but unfortunately it was the only stock, or one of 2 stocks maybe that day, and it just wasn't worth putting out a video. So this is our first time mentioning them. $1.08 up 15, 16% move. I think it's the most active stock on the Venture Exchange today. Traded over 5 million shares. $150 million company right now. The 52-week high was 99 cents, which it did June 21st. The low was 6 cents, which it did on September the 8th. There's the 1-year chart on the stock, and they put out news today that Canaco intersects 37 meters at 12.45 grams per ton gold, at Magambazi including 23 meters at 19.4 grams per ton gold. More results to come. Sorry, Tanzania, United Republic of Tanzania. So that's where they're looking at. And if you look back, actually go back to their 10-year chart, you'll see this company's been around since 2004. Had a couple runs up close to $1, and but then blew up, and here we are now. It's trading at all-time highs, so in uncharted territory. So keep all that in mind in the context of what's going on in the market. But let's see how much more news they have to come, and if they can continue with those results. Anyway, it's been active. Moving on, CCY on the Venture Exchange, Catalyst Copper. We first mentioned this one at 11 cents. Last week, and if you check our homepage or under our report, Small Cap Stock Observer newsletters, you'll see a report mentioning BMO and their opinion on the copper markets longer term, and mentioning several large copper producers, and it also mentions this Catalyst Copper as well at 11 cents. So anyway, we're keeping an eye on that one. So it's 14 today, up 3, 27% move, so it showed up on the percentage movers. A little over 1 million shares have traded, so it showed up on the volume actives, I believe. $29 million company. The 52-week high was 26 cents, which it did on January the 5th. The low was a nickel, which it did on September the 30th. So it kind of had a flat summer, built over the fall, sold off a little bit, and held this 20-cent line here in the first few months of the year, and then kind of settled down and bounced off a dime here. So I don't know if it's making a turn here or not. I'm more focused on what they're doing. And this news here on June 21st, 2010 drill program commences on their La Verde project. Is in it's a Mexico copper property. So they've been cleaning house and getting their financing and all their ducks in order, and so it's one that I'm taking a very close look at right now. Anyway, On the Toronto Stock Exchange, UUU Uranium One Inc. 286 up 9, 3% move. Mentioning it mainly because it traded over 10 million shares, most active stock on the Toronto Stock Exchange today. It's a 1.6, almost $1.7 billion company. The 52-week high was 362, which it did on November 17th of last year. The low was $1.97, which it did May 21. So it fell back from $3.50 to $2, supported this $2 level well, and now seems to be moving up here. So that may be telling us we're at the bottom. My guess would be because I believe it's oversold with their production. I also believe the uranium market is oversold. I like it mid to long term. I think there's going to be another cycle around into uranium, if not this fall, next year, or who cares? I mean, a lot of them are beaten up to the point where they're worth looking at on the fundamentals. So I'll mention a few stocks that have been beaten up as well as just momentum plays. But anyway, this is still a momentum play, because if you go back, there's the 1-year chart that I just showed you, so that doesn't look so hot. But if you look at the 3-month chart, there's a bullish case that can be made for that once we got above this level here and did not go below it, that we may be in a turnaround mode. So anyway, lots of news here. I believe they sold their Paladin shares. They bought 2 more mines from ARMS. They're paying a $1.06 special dividend. So they increased their quarterly production to a record 1.8 million pounds. That's up 147%. So lots of good information to look into. And I'd actually check our financials and insiders tabs and analyst tabs and earnings tabs to see what they have to say as far as this company. It's a little more advanced than most of the junior stocks we look at. NUS on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Nautilus Minerals 246 up 17, 7% move, almost 4 million shares traded, 382 million market cap. The 52-week high was 276, which it did on January the 11th. The low was $1.01, which it did September the 2nd of last year. So it kind of sold off most of this year, but supported strongly at $1.50 and now has shot up. So on any dips, that's one I'd like to look into. I'm mentioning it not only because of the volume. Interesting story here. No news since June 23rd that they passed their 2000 AGM, their voting results. That's not what's interesting. If you read there about the company, they're the first company to commercially explore the ocean floor for polymetallic seafloor massive sulfide deposits, currently developing its first project, which is in the territorial waters off of Papua New Guinea in the western Pacific Ocean. And they're listed on the TSX and the AIM, and it has amongst its largest shareholders 2 of the world's leading international resource companies, Anglo America 11.1%, Tech Resources 6.8%, and Metalo Invest, one of the largest and fastest growing mining and metallurgical holding companies in Russia. They own 21%. So, nice endorsement there from some big players. And if you look back, this stock's been to $6 before, $4. Hasn't been a very good performer, but you might be able to make a case there for a bullish trend. It had this little pop-up, so that trend seems to be in place. So anyway, that's one we're keeping an eye on. And lastly, on the Toronto Stock Exchange, VG Gold 35 up 5.5, 18% move, showed up on the percentage movers, almost 1 million shares traded, $62 million company. Now the 52-week high was 59, which it did October 14th. Kind of slid down, bounced off this 20-cent level a couple times. The low was 10 cents July 13th. So we're only from 10 to 20 basically in 1 year. And they put out news today that they drilled about 31 grams over 25 meters in Timmins, Ontario, and there's other results there, and 10,000 meters are planned. So there's various results worth looking into. I'd like to see this volume pick up, so we'll keep an eye on that. That's about it for today. Do your homework, trade carefully, and we'll talk with you soon. Guru Trader videos and tweets are daily snapshots of 5 to 7 very active small and microcap stocks from all North American stock exchanges. We simply track stocks that are trading up significantly on news or making new highs on very high volume without any further consideration of company fundamentals. The point is to save time by focusing on only those stocks that are moving right now. Guru Trader symbols come from filtering market movers and from subjective observations. Our software cross-references today's volume actives, percent gainers, and dollar gainers, which are filtered down to just lower price stocks. We then look at each stock's charts for apparent uptrends and news headlines for obvious one-day only events to exclude, like a buyout, or for longer-term growth-related news like financials, drill results, patent approvals, etc. to include. This is similar to how many traders look for new stocks as a starting point for further research with their financial and investment advisors. This is not an advisory service, and conflicts may exist as we sometimes take positions, or featured stocks may have bought online advertising or IR support services. Any content published by by Investors Guru Small Cap Stock Observer is subject to the terms of our privacy policy and disclaimer at investorsguru.com. For our other small cap stock channels, follow Twitter's Guru Trader Tweet in real time on your PC or mobile device at twitter.com/investorsguru. Subscribe to watch YouTube's Investors Guru video channel at youtube.com/investorsguru. Search Investors Guru at facebook.com and add us as a friend to see our videos, tweets, etc. that are all synced to post on our wall. It's free to sign up at investorsguru.com stock community for comprehensive quotes, newsletters, profiles, forums, etc., or to update your portfolio, watch list, alerts, and news by email preferences. Thanks for watching.